This post is to all the youngsters, um, just anybody, any genre, any art, any album, any painting, whatever, any art type industry. I don't want anybody to feel like they shouldn't express themselves, because I think that love is possibly the highest vibration, and that expressing yourself in a talented fashion is a gift from God. And yeah, if you don't believe in God, that's fine. Accept it for what it is and make it your own talent. You can pride yourself on your talent. Just please use your talents that are artistic for good, because they can be for good, and they'll mean a whole lot to you. Regardless of whether you're 32 like me with a metal album that nobody cares about, who cares? You can play stuff that, or paint things or whatever. Like, if you get to that point, anybody talking any mess on it is not going to be able to do it. They're going to be hating because they're haters and they can't do it. So it's kind of like me when I was trying to become a comedian not even that long ago. I have to hate on myself a little bit because I can't go out in front of a crowd and do it. I have to sit in my house and do it. Not that it's that different, but it is different. It's extremely, probably much harder. I would imagine after practice, probably pretty easy, but, at the end of the day, it's public speaking, and it's an art. It's beautiful, comedians are expressing their talent, and that is a gift that keeps on giving, to make everybody look at things that are controversial and have a laugh about it, to make people look inward at themselves and have a laugh about it, even just to be pissed off and not laugh at a joke and make you think about it. Make you think, why would he say that? And then to justify why they would say that. That's so helpful in the sphere of, just, I want to say a religious term, in the spirit of making the fruit of the Spirit, and you don't have to look up what the fruit of the Spirit is. Don't. Whatever. You don't have to be a Christian to like art. But I want artists to know that there's many people out there like me who appreciate your art. And you don't have to be rich from it in order to be appreciated. As a matter of fact, historically, often artists die and then their art becomes appreciated. It's just the way things are, Tupac would have been a billionaire. Biggie would have been a billionaire. So, at the end of the day, you can definitely contribute their deaths to hate. You can contribute their deaths to Satan, and maybe not even Satan, maybe just sin. I don't know. But I would guarantee in my eyes that, for me, I think that those men were supposed to be revolutionary in changing this country single-handedly. And, you can say what you want. I've been in jail before where the corrections officer sings Tupac and Biggie all day, knows every word. What do you say to that? It was a white guy, too. Craziest shit I've ever seen, man. Every day. But that's respect, though. Can you imagine? He's not singing Tupac and Biggie in front of a bunch of punks. He's doing it in front of a bunch of gangsters. Not me. I'm not saying I am. But, it's not like I'm housed up with PC or anything. I'm in the GP. Memories. Trust me, you don't want them. There's some good ones, but jail and drugs is just madness. Especially when you're poor. Tom Segura is a prick. Oh, man. Well, I could probably beat him at sit-ups and guitar. So, maybe fighting too, probably. I would imagine. But, that's this influencer sphere has sort of, and it's gotten me thinking of fighting a little more in the context of teaching lessons. because I've been taught a lesson, with fighting. And I liked it. I liked having my ass whooped, so I had to re-change my caliber of thinking, re-change my process. There's nothing wrong with learning a lesson, Abuse is different than learning a lesson. Abuse is continual. A lesson happens once in a lifetime, maybe twice. Hopefully not 3 times, or you might die at the hands of your own father. But I'm not saying that personally. My dad was something, a monster. But a monster well-trained to hold it in and to, he was good at that. He couldn't always, but I imagine at one point in his life, he probably managed his anger quite well. And I know I've seen him. I'll tell you a quick story. The Royal Fork in Anchorage, my brother and I are going to pee. We're disrespectful little kids, so we start crossing swords, playing sword fight in the bathroom like dumb kids. This guy waits till we're done, slams my brother up against the wall, and threatens him. So we come out, Jake's crying, and we sit down at the table, and Dad says, "Who was it? What's going on with the, and we didn't even explain. He got up, went over, told the guy, "I heard you taught my son a lesson," and thank you, you know what I mean? So he goes with his, not his dominant hand, he goes with his non-dominant hand, shakes the guy's hand, uses the other one to slam his head into the table. And we were regulars at the Royal Fork, so he didn't even call the police or nothing, but we had to leave. And I was happy to have left. I was happy that guy got taught a lesson. It's not your place. It's other people's kids. Never will be. Check yourself.